ZL Entertainment.
Greetings, boys and girls. I'm Andy Dion from ZL Entertainment, and today we're here for episode 3 of A Wolf Among Us. So let's get going. And so now it's going to play the recap intro thing that we won't be able to skip.
Our stories used to be so simple. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Oh, so the whole Ichabod thing. I've had a different idea about him.
I can't tell you anything. You can't or you won't. Snow.
My idea is that it didn't show
I just want you to
him.
be careful. I almost lost you once, and
I'm not yours to lose. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
she looks like Holly.
It's not Holly. It's her sister Lily.
She was looking. Eventually, the only people she owed were at her work. You know, that shithole club, the pudding and pie.
My name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions. The open arms.
Oh my god. What is it?
It's Crane.
Yeah, so my idea is that it doesn't show him harming her. It looks like he's trying to pleasure her. So I think what's going on is he's just a creepo that wanted to get a hooker to look like Snow so he could do things with her. So I think he likes Snow. I think that's what actually is going on. I don't think he's actually...
Fucking creep. Spineless little fucking rat.
Crane? Ugh. God, you think you know a person. Bigby, you have to tell her.
I know.
What's going on? What did you find up there? You know, other than the...
I just need to find Snow.
Why? What's going on?
Shit!
Crane's been... Oh, Bigby, calm down. Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine.
Will someone please explain this to me?
Crane might be following Snow. If I can find her, I can... God damn it!
Okay, it's going to be okay. Where did you see her last? Did she say where she was going?
She took Holly to the business office to prepare for the funeral.
Lily's funeral?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I was just at the Trip Trap, and I heard Gren telling some folks about a funeral at the Buckingham Bridge.
Trip trap? Are you drinking?
When?
Right now. They were on their way out.
Bigby!
Well,
Wait.
I still don't know if he did it or not, but it's possible.
Snow's been through a lot. There are things she doesn't talk about.
I don't...
Just please be careful when you tell her.
I know.
No, you don't know. You know how you felt when you saw that picture? Well, it's going to be much worse for her. Just remember that.
Obviously. I still don't... Yeah, it's still... I don't know. I don't think he's the killer. It could go either way, but at the very least, he's like a sex fiend of some kind. But that was my idea. When I thought about the picture again, I was thinking like, oh, you know, it looks more pervy than something else. So I'm thinking they're probably trying to make it seem like he did it, but he didn't. That's my guess.
Lily had many friends, but few fables she was truly close to. If you're here, then you were part of a very special circle. People she trusted and cared for. I won't offend you by claiming one day that pain of losing Lily
We don't have to
never
go because as
subside.
long as we're here, I think we'll be
I
safe.
know as well as you that it will never subside. But I also know that the memory of Lily
Your Highness.
will stay as well.
Oh, Sheriff.
In time,
I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
I
It
owe
is in
not.
that spirit that I'd like
About
to
as
talk
well as you
about
think.
Yeah, that
Haven't
makes
had any
sense.
other,
grateful to share
It's never been as bad as when you saw me, at least.
how she could be
I was angry
stubborn
at first
and patient,
when I heard that Lily was getting a
rash and
funeral.
thoughtful.
Now
She
Holly was
carried the
getting
torch for the
closure.
old ways,
I wanted
for
that too,
tradition, for
and I wanted it for
pageantry.
Faith. But
And most of
then
all,
I remembered
it seems
Faith
that
lived a story Lily never did.
loved,
She had her
even
adventure.
loved her
She got to
friends.
live in the light of forever after with
She
me,
loved being around
for a
them.
while.
Good
So let
times.
Lily have a better finish.
We never met Lily.
It all evens out.
I'm sorry, Lawrence.
We know in
I
my
know, Sheriff.
she would
And thanks for saving my life.
now
Take
we
care of
have
things,
our
okay?
moment of silence.
Will do.
Thank you.
Moment of silence.
I'll miss worrying about you. I'll miss our fights. I'll miss you. Holly.
Bigby, is everything okay?
No, not you.
Holly, it's...
He wasn't fucking invited.
Holly, wait.
He has no right to be here. Not after what he did.
Holly, I'm sorry, but I had to come.
You throw my sister down the witching well, and you have the nerve to show your face here? After you lie? After you promise me?
Holly, wait. That was Crane. Just Crane. He disposed of Lily's body before Bigby could do anything about it. I'm telling you the truth.
Don't cover for him.
But this genuinely wasn't his fault.
Crane's a fucking prick, so this doesn't surprise me.
Hey, what do you know? We actually agree on something.
Bigby cares, Holly. He's trying to help. And I'm sure he has a very good reason for being here. But this one isn't on him.
Why are you here anyway? And don't say it's because you care about this.
Everything okay?
I'm here to talk to Snow.
Oh, really?
Yes, Holly, this is serious.
Okay, look. Bigby and I are going to have a little chat far away from the ceremony, all right? Look, Holly, I know how this must...
No, you don't know how this must feel. You have no idea.
Well, you can if you have an
Don't
imagination.
fuck anything up. Don't bother anybody. And when the first sign of trouble comes, and it will come because you're a goddamn walking trap for it, I want you the fuck out of here. You hear me?
Of course. You won't even know I'm here.
Let's just continue, okay?
This is such total fucking bullshit.
Let's go, Holly. It's your turn to talk.
This better be wildly important. It's been hard enough making a connection with these people. When you pull this kind of stuff, it just resets the clock.
Lily was Crane's prostitute. I followed a lead to this shithole motel, the Open Arms. Crane had a room there. He's been taking prostitutes, or at the very least Lily, and making her look like you while he was, you know.
This is... I don't even know what to say right now.
Yeah.
Really don't. I'm just trying everything I can right now to not picture it. To not picture him.
I'm sorry, Snow. And I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
You're sure this is what happened? This is what he's been doing? Because please, Bigby, don't confuse things. Deposing Crane would be the next step. And if we get this wrong, it would mean more than our jobs.
Crane has been taking photos, Snow. Lots of photos.
Photos that show him.
He's been recording his visits with Lily.
Yeah, I don't know which... I don't know if she would want to actually see it, so that's why I
Let's go
didn't
back to
choose
the
that
business
one.
office. I doubt Crane's there at this hour, but we need to talk. And this isn't the place. Snow? Narissa? What is it?
I'm sorry, but Holly's asking for you.
Are they starting the burn?
Yes. Everyone who spoke should really be present for this part. She's kind of distraught. You're not leaving yet.
2 minutes. I don't mean to be...
No, I understand.
It's just that something's come up.
Are you okay? You don't have to do this right now.
I'll be fine.
How'd it go? At the motel? Did you find anything? No?
It was Crane's room. But you knew that already, right?
Nerissa! Yeah, coming!
Alright, well...
Constable? Wait, easy now, girl. You know how this goes. The first thing in a visit, you say, how do you do? How do you do?
Now is really not the time for whatever you jerk-offs are planning to do.
Well, isn't that the thing of it? Plans. Except it isn't our plans you should be concerning yourself with. We'll snip to the chase for all sakes. A little bird told us that you're fitting to go after Crane. And you see, we have an interest in that particular boy. So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. Just take a little vacation is all.
Are you working for Crane? Did he send you?
It sounds like it.
Now, you're already asking too many questions. Just pay attention.
Obviously.
So what's it gonna be? We have a deal? You leave Crane alone, and we leave you to yours? Brother, speak your mind. Fastly now.
You think this act you got going scares me? Because it doesn't.
Always wanting to do things the fun way. Ladies, gentlemen, invertebrates, please, rest easy. This is not...
What the hell is going on?
What's happening?
Very sorry to impose, but we only had a deal to work out with Bigby. And we're unhappy to report that things did not go as smoothly as planned.
Bigby? What is he talking about?
Never you mind that, it ain't any of your...
What deal? They want me to leave Crane alone.
Crane?
Oh, now you shouldn't have done that, old boy. Really? That wasn't right, telling everyone our dealings.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Ollie?
Think you motherfuckers could come here uninvited? You think you could just fucking interrupt Lily's funeral?
Calm down, darling. It's just a simple business transaction.
You fucking freaks are not getting away with this.
Holly, don't move.
Ollie, let me handle this.
Yeah, let's spare all the fuss. It's just a dead horse.
I'm gonna kill you!
Holly!
Ollie!
I got it done.
Alright, now we're getting to the good bits. Alright, well, that's an intro for this episode. You know, I was willing to think that Crane wasn't the killer, but with that little action of his that he did, I am gonna say that he is the killer.
did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're going to be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Swinehart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy. Don't go looking for any more fights. Keep strain off your heart.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is she?
She's fine, Bigby. I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived, so I left her and Grendel back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water. Just remember what I said. The stitches won't hold up if you continue to act
Like
you
myself.
normally do.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken. Your blood pressure's through the proverbial roof.
I'll try to.
All right then. Very good.
Business office. I know, I'll have to call you back. The town is starting to find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White? Bigby?
So, to recap...
Crane watched me through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And we know this because Buffkin was drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
And once he puts all the pieces back together, it'll be easy to catch Crane. So, I guess that's the plan, currently. But I don't know.
Any other leads?
This is it. Just wait for the mirror.
Yeah. What the hell is going on? I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane's
Well, they're supposed to be pretty stupid.
I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it? Everything points to him. I get it, but do you really think he killed those women?
You know,
I'm as confused as you are, to be honest. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
He was a conniver, a coward, a liar.
I think someone's setting him up.
And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts.
Yeah.
Murdering prostitutes.
That really doesn't sound like him.
Okay over there?
Yes, Miss White. Just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
Thanks for tonight, by the way. That could have gone really terribly. I mean, even worse than it did.
I just feel bad for Holly, really.
Yeah. Time heals everything eventually.
Eventually, yeah, that's the key word there.
I hope so, for her sake. Can I, ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of personal.
Go for it.
And I don't want to offend you.
Sure.
It's just, when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight,
Yeah.
it feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way, deep inside, you kind of enjoy it when things go wrong. Because it gives you an excuse to just, you know...
Why even bring this up?
I guess it doesn't matter.
Not really.
Guys? We have a problem.
What is it?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's,
Crane must have taken a shard with him.
Oh, I can't believe this.
I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
The mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Or what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
I'm just saying, waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
What exactly is the hard way?
We'll look through his things, his desk, everything. He
Yeah.
had to have left something that tells us where he's going.
That makes
He's
sense.
a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
smart enough to take a piece of the mirror. We can still solve this ourselves. I know that
Never mind that. Come help me look.
See what he says before we go further.
Hi, Mr. Bigby. I can still help you catch Crane, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I saw him jump on the telephone before he left. He called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is.
His witch?
Yes, it sounded like the one he got his snow glamours from.
Might be glamoring himself.
Look, the whole mirror thing, it's not your fault, alright?
You mean it?
Yeah. You didn't see anything else, did you?
No, not especially. I'll just see if I can do anything about this.
Alright. You work on that, we'll work on this. Oh, there's the key.
What is it?
It's the key to his room at the Open Arms.
You still haven't told me what was in there. I want to know. I need to know.
Crane was, paying Lily to live out a fantasy of him and you together. Forgive me if I spare you the details.
I keep thinking back. I keep replaying moments in my head. Interactions with him when he'd catch me in the elevator or bump into me outside. There's only so much you can repress, you know?
Snow, you couldn't have known.
No, I could have. Come on, let's keep looking.
Alright, we'll save this for last because I'm hoping that's the thing that ends it all. He's obviously not going to put all these papers. Wayland Smith. So people who want help, he's obviously not going to help them. What's this one? We've got Boy Blue. I think I remember that character. Yeah, he doesn't really care to help people. Toad.
Did Crane ever do any work?
Only when Cole was around.
Don't know who Cole is. I'm guessing it's locked. Alright. Official compendium of authorized something.
There's a page here that was torn out.
Oh, yeah? Buffkin, do you know what was here?
The ring of...
It's a ring, at least.
Yeah.
Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Wait, what witch?
Buffkin overheard Crane set up a meeting with a witch.
Well, yes, it sounded like the one he got his, glamours from. It must be about this ring.
Why not mention this before?
No one asked me.
Buffkin!
And I'm hungover. I'm sorry. He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
What's going on? Is the mirror fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Is the mirror fixed or isn't it? You called me
I called just to see if you knew where Crane could be, and that was it, okay? And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not.
I tried.
Bluebeard, get the hell out of here. This is none of your business.
None of my business? Crane's the murderer. He escaped.
I doubt he is. I'm starting to think he is.
Every attempt at locating him. And now it's none of my business?
We don't know if he's the murderer.
Oh, please. Of course he is.
Look,
I think...
this just isn't the time.
I'm pretty sure Bluebeard is the murderer.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch at 2 o'clock.
AM or PM?
PM.
Listen, Bluebeard, you're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away help.
Why do you even care about this?
Why? I'm invested in this enterprise we call Fabletown. Literally invested. Since it's mostly my money that keeps the whole thing running. And tonight I hear that Crane has been killing Fables? And there's no system in place to catch him?
Look, we know that Crane is going to see a witch, and it's to acquire a magic ring.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're
thing.
a secretary. He's the sheriff. And none of you were chosen to run this office. Who elected you to make these decisions?
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years now.
Unofficially is not officially.
Snow can obviously handle this, so let's drop it.
Well then, excuse me for having the Commonwealth in mind.
I don't trust him at all.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And that he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours, the more you babble about it.
We haven't been the ones babbling.
2 a.m. Piece of cake.
Since Lily used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was. And I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere else?
The Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down. That has to be our focus.
I can always do both.
Chances are I'll have to swing by both anyways.
No, chances are you won't have time.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
And why the hell not?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock. I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what concerns you.
What concerns me is you traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence. Before you had no interest, and now it's a crime scene.
Bluebeard, you're not going anywhere.
Really now? And what? You gonna stand here and babysit me? While the rest of your leads evaporate into mist?
We have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out. Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his pitiful penthouse, crafting a fort out of couch cushions.
I could see that happening.
A smart person would do it. So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going anywhere unsupervised. He's up to something. I don't know what it is, but we don't have the time to really worry about it now.
I think he wants to get rid of evidence. I don't trust him. Please tell me that this is not a timed... We have...
And we leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't need charity.
I think Holly should be taken care of by, Fuck, this is a hard one. There's 3 of us, so we can all 3 go somewhere, but I don't trust Bluebeard. Fuck. Oh, this is the most difficult decision so far. And there's no indication that... Fuck. If I had to choose, I'd rather Bluebeard do this because he can't mess up evidence with them. And I'd rather Snow do this. Whatever, let's just go with this.
So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. You and all your acquaintances.
I think it's best we take care of the muscle.
Dee and Dumb must know where he is. I should go to their office first.
Perfect. And I'll go to Crane's apartment.
I'll look up their address. I hope you know what you're doing.
No, that was the most difficult decision in the game so far, so no, I don't know.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby.
Oh, it's a timer now.
I don't know if you remember me. I've, seen you around, but you may have forgotten.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. But you know, Crane, let me go recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. So, what brings you here? I mean, can I help you with anything? Are you here to see one of the brothers? Dee or Dumb?
Have you seen a witch come by?
I don't know. Sometimes.
Really? Who is she? Do you know where she lives?
I don't know her name or where she lives, really. She just sometimes drops stuff off for the brothers to deliver.
Deliver to who?
I've never had any reason to see for myself. Sorry.
That's alright.
It's been a quiet night so far. I think the twins are out, probably working on a case. Sometimes I don't see them for days. They gave me the job after Crane told me to get lost.
Where's their office?
Oh, right this way. I was going there next anyway. I can let you know if you want. You can wait for them there.
Sure. Thanks.
No problem.
I'm gonna have to take a look around.
Well, I guess that would be okay.
I wasn't really asking for permission.
Right. You're the sheriff. I just don't want to get in trouble or anything. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, they never told me not to let you in.
Don't worry. I won't get you in trouble, all right?
Right.
Alright.
See if they've got a file on Crane.
See, indeed, probably don't.
Beauty's in debt to the Crooked Man? Shit.
They're not detectives. They're like the people who like try to get money from you.
Detective Brannigan. Keep an eye on her.
Alright. Pretty sure that there's no... That's right, we haven't seen Cinderella yet. Donkey skin. Faith.
Crane hired them to look for a photo? So that's why they were at her apartment. And the woodsman's place.
Alright, and let's look at what I expect to be empty.
He owes the Crooked Man money. Shit. How is he planning to pay this all back? Request for property acquisition. Further details filed under donkey skin. Why did he want it back so badly?
Find anything?
Not what I need.
I know these guys can come off abrasive at times, but they aren't so bad once you get to know them. And they really care about helping people. They're kind of loud at times, but you get used to it.
They only care about helping criminals.
No, I think you got the wrong idea. They help all kinds of people. They're detectives. Anyone can come in here with a problem and they'll do their best to fix it. The way Dee explains it, it's like if someone lost their cat, well, they could hire them to, you know, track it down. Or like sometimes they get packages for people. They can be like couriers, you know?
You mean for people other than the witch?
Oh yeah, all kinds. Come to think of it, I don't really know where they keep them. Anyways, I'm just saying, you just don't know them like I do.
Sure, Flycatcher.
Yeah. I think we know what they've been telling him.
You know about this?
No.
Dear Brother D, I think we should get ourselves a dog. Sincerely, Brother Dunn. He actually mailed this?
They do have their quirks.
This is pointless.
See, I knew you wouldn't find anything. Anything of interest, anyways. They're detectives, like I said.
I'm finding enough.
I'm just saying.
Look, just trust me on this. Tweedledee and Dum are not nice. They're not helping anyone.
Well, they helped me.
Okay, great. They helped you. That's one person. Now, please, just let me concentrate here.
Yeah. Part of me wanted to touch it.
Dear Brother Dum, I hate dogs and you know it. Sincerely, Brother D. Couple of freaks.
What if you're wrong about them?
I'm not.
They're misunderstood, sure, but that doesn't mean everything people say about them is true. I mean, you know, like when I think about it, you guys aren't that different. You help people, and they help people. Not that it's any of my business, but...
Is that what you think?
Bigby?
Shit. There's something here. I know there is. There has to be.
Why would there be anything
Because they're lying to you, okay, Flycatcher? That's why. They aren't detectives. They're somehow involved in the murders, Flycatcher. 2 Fables are dead.
Bigby, what happened to your...
You wanna know what this is? This is them showing up to Lily's funeral with fucking shotguns!
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Holly and Gren both got injured. Snow White nearly got her head blown off. Do you get it now? I didn't mean to...
There's a door behind this file cabinet. I don't know what they keep back here, but it might be what you're looking for. Well, that key you found should work.
Alright, well. Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of weird things they're confiscating.
J.D. A book.
What are you looking for exactly? Maybe I can help.
Anything about Crane, or the witch he was using.
Yeah.
Something. This doesn't really tell us much.
What's this?
What is this stuff?
Is this the glamour black market? Have we found it?
I'm sorry, I know I'm late. I'll get it to you soon. Ichabod Crane.
Who was he sending money to?
Crooked man. Care of the Lucky Pawn. You know what that is?
I'm not no thief. I mean, I am in most games, but in this game, I don't think being a thief is a good idea.
I don't think so. But it's interesting. There's more going on here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We need to find that witch, though.
And what's this? As soon as possible.
Hey, Bigby. Do you think, after all this, do you think I could come back to the Woodlands? Since Crane let me go, I mean, I can still work here, but I don't think I want to now. I don't want to work with bad people, you know?
Well, Crane is gone now. I can't see why you couldn't come back to the Woodlands.
Really? That would be... thank you.
Come by the business office. I can't make any promises.
Right, of course.
It's Snow's hair.
Snow White? Why...
We found her hair like this inside Lily's glamour. Anti-Greenleaf. This must be the witch Crane was using.
I guess Dee and Dumb were getting the hair for Crane and sending it to her? That's not a pleasant thought.
There's no address on it.
So what now? Snow would probably want to know about this.
I should tell Snow about this. She might need to change her locks.
Well, I can take care of that. If you want.
Maybe she can find a record on this anti-Greenleaf.
I think I saw a phone near the back.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Sheriff.
Business office, this is Snow White.
Hey, Snow.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I've been answering angry phone calls for hours. People want to know who Crane is.
Well, that makes all of us.
No address yet, but I got a name for Crane's witch. Anti-Greenleaf. You heard of her?
No. I'll get Buffkin started looking for a record, but it might take some time.
Huh. Somebody's got to know where to find her. And Snow, I found a note with some money attached. Crane has been embezzling from Fabletown.
Of course, because why half-ass being a complete sleazeball?
Indeed.
Tied to the murders. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
Right now, I honestly don't care. I just want to get the fucking guy.
You might want to try Holly's place, see if she hasn't burned Lois' things yet. Or Crane's, you might find something there. Although Bluebeard's been there. I'll leave it up to you, but we don't have much time. Crane is meeting her at 2
a.m. I'm just gonna go with this.
I'll go to Crane's apartment, see if there's an address or something there.
Okay. I'll give Buffkin the name and hope he finds something in the records.
Let me know what he comes up with.
I'll be in touch. I hope you'll do the same.
We'll catch him, Snow.
Bigby, I have to go. Someone just came in. Good luck.
I was during that whole time. I was kind of wondering if that flycatcher guy was a glamoured Crane or something.
Bluebeard burned everything. I tried to stop him, but I got here too late. He wouldn't listen to me. Threatened to strangle me if I got too close.
It's not your fault, Buffkin. I should have come here first. Didn't think Bluebeard would mess things up this badly.
Alright. This was my fear, though, and my fear has become reality. Well, let's hope we can glint some kind of clue, even if it might be more difficult now. I'd be okay if it was slightly more difficult.
If there was something here I could use to find him. There isn't now. A waste of fucking time.
What now? Did the Tweedle brothers have any information about the witch?
Just her name. Auntie Greenleaf. You heard of her?
No. That's strange. I can check the books for you.
How long's that gonna take?
If I haven't come across her name before, she's not going to be very easy to track down.
We'll head over to the trip trap. Maybe I can get some information from Holly.
But
What?
after what happened at the funeral, she may not be too happy about seeing you. Are you sure this is a good idea?
I'll be sure to be extra sweet. Okay.
Sure. I'd better go fill Miss White in on the circumstances.
Yeah, you do
She's
that.
going to be very disappointed.
Good luck.
Yeah. She seems to like yelling at you for some weird reason. So, what are you guys saying? Is this episode gonna be an hour long like the last one, or is it gonna be 2 hours long like the first episode? So I'm starting to think I probably... Well, I think no matter where I would have went first, I think he would have destroyed evidence there. So if we had gone to Crane's...
Sleep, you fucking idiot. Read the sign. Hey!
Man, that's a really heavy-duty door.
Hey, look, Woody, it's the sheriff. Okay, before you get all huffy, it was Snow who let me go, all right? There was no sense in me staying in jail. She said so herself. Don't soil yourself, Woody. I'm sure he understands. Luckily for you, I don't have the time to get pissed off about this right now. Well, come on in, buddy.
Well, they're drunk, or he's not as pissed off.
What? He's a traveler. A weary traveler in search of some hospitality, right? Yeah. I'll only be here 2 minutes. I just need to check through Lily's things. Whatever. I want a drink. Anybody else want a drink? Friend, Swinehart said you shouldn't mix it. You think I give a fuck what that fucking guy says? Or what you say?
Well...
Really, you shouldn't drink right now. I can't hear you when you mumble. Have you seen Lily's things? What wasn't burned at the funeral?
Is that stuff supposed to be here, or...?
Nope, haven't seen it.
Holly's asleep in back, but you won't be able to wake her.
Really? The doc gave them both barmecidal ambrosia for the pain.
Well, that explains him.
You resist going to sleep like I am right now. It gives you a very, very, very nice high.
It's good to know.
He said that he shouldn't mix it with alcohol.
Yes, he did. Certainly did. Well, let me tell you something. I'm after Crane, all right? The guy we all hate. And there's a time limit here, so try and focus.
Well, thank you for bringing a bit of the fourth
Get
wall
to
in.
whatever you're here for in a sec. That funeral back there, that was a shitty fucking send-off for a pretty okay lady.
Yeah, it was.
You weren't fucking there. Talking to Bigby now, okay?
Alright, get it all off your
Say
chest.
You being there helped things much.
Ren, don't start nothing.
Who's starting anything? I'm not. Whatever. It's alright. I'm too out of it to get into it.
I don't feel like saying anything is...
I want to clear the air. We're all in this dung heap of a fucking shit town together. We're all gonna have a toast. All of us. Fellas, I'm here for one thing. To look through Lily's belongings and get out of here. Yeah, I know. And I want to help you, okay? And I will. But first, indulge me. It'll take 2 seconds. as a show of good faith. And after, we'll all hunt and peck for Lily's shit or whatever.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
We didn't come here to get loaded.
To the dead. All right, now help me.
Ren, Doc said you needed a rest.
How many times you fucking gonna warn me about it, huh? You're not my fucking mother, so just get off my back!
I said I was sorry, all right? I can't do anything about it. It's done. What more do you want? What else can I fucking say here?
What is the problem here? What stupid shit will you both not let go of? Oh wait, I forgot. It's great you're here, since you were the one who told us about it in the first place. This walking lard cake was paying Holly's sister to let him fuck her behind all of our backs.
And none of it would have come out if Bigby hadn't have said nothing.
Give me a break, like it's his fucking fault.
She liked me, okay? There wasn't anything wrong with it.
Oh, she liked him. All right, well that changes everything.
You know what? Fuck this. I don't need this shit.
Oh yeah, that's it. Now you're teary-eyed. You were always such a lowlife. I don't know why I never realized it till now. What do you think about this fucking loser, Sheriff?
He can think whatever he wants. I don't give a shit.
No, that's okay, because I'll tell you what he thinks. I think whatever happened was between them. And Lily is dead. So let's put this whole thing to rest, Grin.
Brainstock Tavern.
Grin. I don't know where Lily's shit is. Check Holly's room, I don't know. But I wouldn't wake her if I were you. Sleepwalkers and trolls. I think that's the rule. If I can't find her stuff, I might have. Actually, Bigby, if you'll excuse me, it seems that I'm gonna pass out. What a day. Am I right, Sheriff? What a fucking day.
He won't remember this. That's a clever one. Alright. Well, I can talk. I just don't want... I feel like I shouldn't talk because, I might make things, I know what I say doesn't affect. I don't want to wake her up, though, but, like, I don't know, it's just...
Is that you?
No, Holly. It's me, Bigby.
Bigby. Bar's closed. And excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for entertaining. But what the fuck? I know you're not gonna leave. You do what you want. You always do what you want.
Yeah. Well, she's on drugs now, so that's why she's not...
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays. The ones that aren't in that fancy high-rise.
You may not believe this, but yeah, I care about everyone who came over.
I don't know about that, Sheriff. You're friends with your friends, and we ain't friends.
Well, we could be. See, Faith. don't know who the other two were.
Why'd you even come here? There's nothing here to investigate. I can't be any use to you.
I came to say I was sorry, Holly, for the funeral and everything that's happened.
No, you didn't.
Well, it was the second one. It was the second reason. I'm guessing the book is the last thing we need to look at. It's where information is usually held. The address book.
Be honest, Sheriff. Why are you going after him? The guy that killed Lily. You could have quit a long time ago, but you're still going. Why? Did they give you this job for a reason, or was this the only thing the business office would let you do?
I'm doing this for Faith.
Oh, at least you're honest. You just remember, whatever bullshit excuse you tell yourself, I'm counting on you. So don't have any more fuck-ups.
That's probably gonna happen.
If you were getting your glamour on this day, then one of these has to be the witch. Auntie Greenleaf. Gotcha.
Hello, this is Snow White calling. I'm looking for Bigby. Is anyone there? Bigby, if you're there, pick up, okay?
Snow?
I'm gone. Tell me you found something.
I got it, Snow. Her address was here with Lily's things. It's on, White Plains Avenue, 1284. It's an apartment complex.
Great. Let's get going. Crane's meeting her in a few minutes.
All right, let's go. I don't want to miss him.
I'll meet you there.
All right, I'll see you there.
Alright, well, I can already tell that the episode is coming to an end. We're gonna be seeing something else now that's gonna completely surprise us.
Bigby!
Nothing but twists and turns.
It's number 23. I haven't seen it yet.
We're late.
Yeah, I know. This is it.
All right. How do you want to do this? Hear anything?
If anyone's in there, they're being awfully quiet.
I think this is a fake address.
Hello?
Hi.
You woke me up.
Sorry about that.
Is something wrong?
Well, pardon the intrusion. I wasn't aware this was a Munchkin's house.
Well, Dorothy, it isn't.
Sharp kid.
Who are you?
Rachel, who are you? Just so
I'm Bigby. This is Snow.
pleased to meet you. How do you do? Is there anything you need?
Is Auntie Greenleaf at home? Does she live here?
You mean my mom?
She ever, make the nightstand levitate, turn frogs into cats, that kind of thing?
Is she a witch, dear?
No, I would never call my mommy that. She treats me alright.
We said it with a W, not a B.
Something you want? I don't think I can really help you.
Snow, can you just do something here? I never have any idea what to say to these people.
You mean children?
Yeah. It wasn't going well.
Do you mind if my friend here takes a look around? I promise we'll be quick so you can hurry back to bed.
Definitely a witch house.
I've been here Nobody's been here. Okay, Snow, I'm gonna trust your friend not to break anything. Don't get me in trouble.
Look for anything unusual.
Yeah, like Crane. He could still be here.
As the kid.
Let me guess. Big band or classical?
Honky tonk.
No accounting for taste. That your mom?
Uh-huh.
Alright, well.
Your mom a hunter?
Oh no, she never... That was found in the woods around Dick's Mountain, I think.
It's pretty rare to see a burner like this.
Dowdy. That's how we like it.
He has a very nervous...
What is this?
Mommy uses that to carve her trinkets. It's from the old world.
Trinkets? Like glamours?
Not here.
There's no one here but me.
Well, where's your mom at then?
Where do you buy your clothes?
At a store?
Oh, my mommy makes all of mine.
There's nothing that looks like Crane was here either.
Nothing?
See?
The Butcher.
What's that?
A package having to do with someone called the Butcher. I saw one just like it at the Tweedle's office. Damn it.
Shouldn't say that.
Nothing?
Keep getting whiffs of that aftershave of his.
I do too.
Can I go to bed now? Please?
Is that a glamour tube?
Mommy really doesn't let anyone play with that. Trust me, I've tried. Oh, no. Please, just put that back exactly where you found it. No one is allowed to play with
It's
that.
all right, honey. Bigby's not going to break
No,
it.
you don't understand. She will freak out if she discovers I've let people in here and let them touch her stuff, okay? She checks all the time to see if things move. I don't want to get in trouble.
Snow, come on. Are you kidding? It's a glamour tube. Something's going on here.
No! Put it down! Please, don't! This isn't what you think! You gotta believe me. The guy isn't here, I promise!
It's gonna be okay, Rachel.
Please, I'm begging you. I don't wanna get in trouble.
Auntie Greenleaf.
It hurts when you do it that fast. What?
Why Rachel? Why the little girl?
I don't think that's any of your business, Wolf.
Why?
How about because it works? That's why. I'm good enough for you?
Well, I didn't trust you, so no.
You two off the scent for a while.
A short while. All right, start explaining. And from the beginning.
Please, Greenleaf, just help us catch Crane. That's all we care about.
That's not all we care about.
Snow?
I ain't a fortune teller, Wolf. I have no heavenly idea where he went to.
You have to know something.
Unless you want a recipe for owl stew.
You're an accomplice to murder. Do you realize that?
You might want to check your facts on that. It doesn't matter. I can't help you. I have no interest in being turned into a skink and crushed under boot heels. There's powers at work here beyond your pathetic authority.
Whatever it is, Greenleaf, whatever it is that's keeping you from saying something...
I don't give a shit about your problems. Just talk, now.
You have no idea what's going on, do you?
Okay,
That's why we're asking.
I think we've been more than patient with you. This witch has been selling illegal glamours that continue to undermine everything we've built. She's harboring a fugitive that took advantage of it, and now she's resisting every attempt to make things right. I frankly don't give a crap. If she's afraid for her life, we can at least make sure she never hurts us again. We're destroying the tree.
No! How dare you come in here and threaten to take from me the one thing that... That tree is ancient. It's part of the family, and it's the only thing paying for this shithole apartment. And the Fables, who can't afford the glamours from you, come to me for help. Without them, where do you think they could go?
Don't give me that. You're making money off of other people's misery. 2 Fables are dead because of this crap. It's too dangerous leaving this stuff with her.
You think I like being the old woman in these stories? The men are heroes, the ladies are whores, and the old hags like me get to watch everyone they love die.
We have very different ways of handling our fate.
And very different means to handle it too.
Snow, it's too much. You can't ruin this woman's life over this.
Ruin this woman's life? It's a slap on the wrist compared to what she's done. Bigby, this is an order. Burn the tree.
No! Look, I'll tell you. Crane was here. He was here, and he left. He went to the pudding and pie to try to use my ring on the girls over there to get information.
What does the ring do?
He thinks it's the ring of dispel. You know, it'll pierce the protection around the girl's speech. He says pulling the truth out of them will prove his innocence. It won't, though. Damn thing lost its power decades ago.
I'm sorry, but we still can't let you keep the tree. It wouldn't be right after what's happened. Bigby.
Please, Sheriff.
Snow, do you really want to kill this tree for Fabletown? Do you want me to burn it because you're pissed off at Crane for what he did?
They stole my hair from my apartment, Bigby. So, yeah, I'm pissed, but I still know what's best for this town.
We're not burning the tree, Snow. All right, let's go.
Hey, Greenleaf. Don't think this is over.
I won't.
Man, she went all psychotic crazy. I'm once again getting like ideas that maybe she's not who we think she is. Was Snow White like douchey like that in the stories? I don't know. Oh, will we get to see Ariel again? Wait, what's her new name? Well, the game's being all weird and laggy. There we go.
That's Crane's car.
No, it's nothing you need to concern yourself with. I don't think so, at least. Shit. Hold on. Sheriff, is there something more I can help you with? Decided you want a taste of the wares? Oh, I see. Come to audition, you bitch.
Get out of the way.
Ah, I'm in your way, love.
What do you know now?
Hey, you can't just go in there. We have a problem.
Tell me who did it. Just tell me who did it. I know you know.
Mr. Crane, please. She can't help.
I know you know what the plan is. I won't be held accountable for this.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Don't move, Crane. You're under arrest.
Oh my God, Bigby, I had nothing to do with this. I didn't do anything. I promise you, I didn't do anything. These girls, the girls, they'll back me up. I just have to get this stupid ring working, that's all. I can't talk because of that spell. But once this ring gets through, I'll know what's going on and this whole thing will be over. That's all, please. I'm innocent, completely innocent. It's just let me show you.
The ring won't work. Greenleaf sold you out.
What? No, this will work. I assure you, it must.
I do think somebody's setting him up.
You. Damn you, come on. Please. Tell me who killed her.
My lips are sealed. How many years?
What?
How many years has this been going on?
Two, maybe. But I didn't kill those women, Bigby. Please, I had nothing to do with that. Oh, God.
What happened to you? Were you always like this?
Not always. It started as most things do, very, very small, nothing more than a thought. But I didn't kill that woman.
I do think someone's setting him up.
Bigby? I don't think he did it.
What?
Look at him. Do you really think this man murdered these women? He's not... He wouldn't be brave enough.
That is
Not
true.
to put his stamp on the world like that. He's a disgusting coward, not a murderer.
What do you mean? You don't think he did it at all? If you'd seen the room...
I don't need to see the room.
There's a lot he has to answer for.
That is true.
We all have to answer for.
This is different, Snow, and you know it.
You said you found evidence of him defrauding Fabletown, of using our money for his own ambitions. That's one thing. But don't you have doubts he's a murderer? We've both known him for so long.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Did you see how he was acting when you showed up?
Yes, I know how this...
This fuck-up knows more than he's saying.
I don't.
Yes, okay, he probably does. But there's a difference between...
I'm surprised he doesn't see it. I hate that we can't see.
Crane didn't kill Faith and Lily. I'm sorry, but who the hell did?
This whole thing is bigger than Crane. He wouldn't have the stones to send the Tweedles after me. Somebody else is involved.
Well, shit.
I didn't intend for any of this to get so...
You've been stealing money from Fabletown for years, haven't you? Yeah. We're not gonna kill you, so quit your shivering. Ichabod Crane, you are under arrest for the misappropriation of Fabletown funds. You have the right to counsel, the right to depose witnesses. But as of right now, you're coming with us.
Get the fuck up. Now.
I guess we know who's in charge, Sheriff.
Sometimes it's fuzzy.
Think you have what it takes to run that office? You think I didn't make sacrifices? I made sacrifices. And you won't be in that chair 1 minute before you have to give up something you care about just so the wheels don't fall off the goddamn wagon. I did the best I could with what I had. And the town took everything it could out of me. If I maybe took a little something back in return, so be it. I have no regrets.
Except getting caught, right?
He's trying to walk out all dignified like.
Okay. Stupid preposterous schemes.
What are you saying?
Bluebeard, huh? I think this will show us who's really at doing all this.
Hi. What you got there?
Who
Look,
is
it's
that?
recently come under our attention that you're, how shall I put this, attempting to claim what is the personal property of the Crooked Man. He's about yay high, 120 odd pounds. Pissed his sheets until he was 14. Sound familiar?
I haven't told him anything.
Not now. Shh. The grown-ups are talking.
If I were you, I'd get out of the way.
No.
I think it's time we bring out a wolf.
How this works is you are going to walk Crane over here like a good doggy.
Mmm.
It wasn't my fault.
Shut up. You're interfering with official Fabletown business. Step aside.
Tweedledee. What's the, you know, that thing the Mundies call me?
Yeah, what is it?
What?
My nickname. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, tell us.
Bloody Mary, that's it.
Oh, that. Never heard of it.
And do you know why they call me that? Because some of them have sleepovers and go into their little bathrooms and say my name 5 times in the mirror.
Oh, that.
They find it less funny when I actually show up and feed their lungs to the baby dog. And I do that for a hobby. Like golf, to relax.
This was really the wrong day to try and pull this shit.
I told you he'd never just give him up.
Fuck it.
Well, I hit the button, but I guess we're dead.
Bigby?
Now we gotta keep pressing it. I have to keep pressing the... Oh no, I don't have to keep pressing it. I just have to press it. Jeez. Now that's what I like to see. Man, I am loving this. My thumb is twitching with fun. She's liking it. Seriously, my whole body is like shivering with pleasure right now. That was awesome. Silver Bullet. Am I right? They're playing on the old werewolf thing.
It was a good show, but, you know, it just didn't know when to end. You know, you think silver bullets would work on anything but a pure werewolf, but as it turns out, it's just right, Wolfie? I mean, hey, look, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it really helps. Can you argue with these results? Because I know I can't.
Wait! Stop!
Just take him, okay? Take Crane. Just stop, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
Snow, stay out of this.
Bluebeard, right? Somebody else that we don't know? Somebody else we don't know.
It's your lucky day, kid. Crooked Man says it's okay with him.
I have to look up the Crooked Man now.
Hello, Ichabod. Got a stomach ache?
Well, looks like he's about to die.
Crane ain't no killer.
Yeah, we kind of already figured that out.
Could stick a pig if his life depended. Nope, not like your boyfriend. Well, this is gonna be a beautiful relationship we have with you guys. Really, I mean it. I'm jazzed about it.
Looks like we have a bunch of people to kill.
In with the new. Long live the queen. I'm sure we'll be in touch. See you around.
It is quite frightening when somebody can take him down, though, so... Not like the stories I write with lichens, because there's a difference to me between werewolves and lichens. Werewolves have the weaknesses, whereas the lichens do not. Lichens are much more control, so they can't be harmed by silver bullets. Oh, man. Man, my whole body was like shaking with anticipation and excitement. I like that. I like the you know, the lichen stuff a little bit too much. If it was possible, it honestly, here's how it felt. It's about 90 to 100 degrees in my room, and I literally did not feel any of that heat because I was just watching. So that's probably my favorite episode so far. I'm hoping our character will just destroy all the people. Also, I liked in the heat of the moment that I was just going with the whole thing and just kind of felt like what he was going through. So I personally did something in that state that I probably wouldn't have done normally, and that was killing one of the dweedly dudes, the one of the dumbasses. That's something I normally wouldn't have done, but once I go into lichen mode, like in my mind, like there's nothing that will stop me unless there's a silver bullet, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I enjoyed it. Yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Love you all. Peace to you, and as always, stay safe.